Good morning, everyone. It's Lindsey Holson back in the building with another SPS Monday Motivation. Hope you had a great weekend. I had time with my daughter, so you know it was a great weekend. But I'm happy to be back to be with you guys today, hoping we can do some great things. I'm not going to say hope, I said we will. So what is today's topic? We want to get right to it. It is joy in the journey. Finding the joy in the journey. We don't spend enough time focusing on the joy that we can have. I know we talk about wanting to be happy, but there's a great opportunity to find that joy in the journey as we travel through life. And I think too many times we focus on just this goal that we want to achieve, and while that's great, and you want to remain ambitious, we lose sight of being able to find the joy along the way because we're so focused on the goal, and that can leave us down. And to be honest, pulling from the headlines, maybe lead to some poor, bad decisions that can really affect us and so many people around. My brother Aaron Mays had you on my mind, man. I said I was going through. I said, you know what? I always keep this picture right here so I can say, "What's up, Aaron Mays? What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. Glad you're checking in on the Monday Motivation, man. I'm talking about, joy in the journey. It seems so many times we're focused on the goal, which we should be, but we miss out on the joy in the journey. And someone who really helped bring that to my attention, or just the idea of joy, is someone I'm really fond of. It's Coach Robin Fralick over at Michigan State. She's doing a great job leading this program after just getting there recently. And we met when she first came, and there was a common connection, Brother Mays, through our affiliation with USA Basketball. So it was great to be able to connect with her. It was great to be able to meet and just talk. So when I was talking to her, I posed a question to her. I said, I remember her speaking at a USA Basketball event that I was involved in as well. And I just remember having this conversation about what is it she can share to other players as they get ready to go forward and they're trying to manage and get through, a tough time in basketball. Because when I meet, basketball dignitaries, I call them high-level coaches like Coach Fralick, I want to be able to get information that I can share to other young people along the way. And she said, find the joy. Find the joy. Get back to the joy. So when you're in a tough place in sports and your shot's not falling and things aren't happening right and you're kind of losing that interest and you're feeling down, find the joy. Get back to the joy. Because here's the reality, folks. I'm here as a realistic reminder. This is life. You see that? You have your plan, and then you have reality. With all those things going on, those challenges. And the funny thing is that although we may have this plan, it'll be a straight line like we see in the top visual, we've probably lived through most of the experience on the bottom already, not knowing how close we are to the finish line. We could just literally be knocking on the door. And I have Michelle, me Watkins. Good morning, Coach. So good to see you this morning. I hate that I couldn't get down to see you guys for the championship. It was my plan to, but I wasn't able to get down. But we are talking good on this Monday Motivation. It's about finding the joy. I got my brother Kevin Marshall in the building. Good morning, my brother. Good morning to you. We're talking about finding the joy, man, and looking at this image and how life is and how things can just happen. And it was Coach Robin Fraley. I just want to get back to her for a second. I appreciate her. So that's at the beginning of last season. And she gets right to it. And I think that was so important. So as I was leaving the establishment that we, ran into each other at, and she's, we're walking out the door, and I just say to her, find the joy, and she says it right back, find the joy, and it's so important. We got to find the joy. I want to talk to you guys about that a little bit too, because what is the meaning of joy? Meaning of joy is defined scientifically as an intense, momentary experience of positive emotion. We can measure this through direct physical expression. We see it, the joy in their face, the joy in their eyes. But joy is a deeper emotion than happiness, because it comes from within. I think it's important we recognize that, because we often talk about happiness. I'm so happy. How often do we even use the term joy, especially in reference to ourselves, in our own experiences? How often do we do that? And also, looking at from a sense of purpose and meaning is where we get our joy, including finding the meaning in the suffering. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the suffering part, but that's such a reality. As the image I showed, we think we got this straight line, and we're going through all these trials and tribulations. And then it's also speaking about dealing with relationships with others. I think it's important. I want to get back to Michelle. She said, keep it fun. And would always say to my athletes and your parents, keep it fun. That's how we got to be with life. We got to be able to see it along the way. You're saying that's just what Coach Fralick was saying as well. Aaron says it's amazing what we can learn from other people. You're right. I always say, Aaron, that what we learn from others in many cases is something that's already inside of us, and others help us unlock it. That's why a great coach can help you unlock your potential. But that's why I tell people when I speak to them, I'm not speaking Spanish, if you feel me, because it's already in you. You just have others who can bring it to us. But it's great because other people unlock that. Kevin Marshall Sr. says, find the joy. I love it. You got to find the joy. You got to get back to it. You got to get back to the small things that are really big when you think about it. Because, as it was stated by the Islamic scholar and poet Rumi, when you do things from the soul, you feel a river running through you of joy. You know, when you do something that's really good, you're not doing it for the gram, so to speak, you know, just an act of kindness, and you realize you did something somebody can appreciate. I tell you what, you ever been on crutches or, you know, having an injury and you got to hit a scooter or something? And man, your eyesight and your perspective on everything is totally different. Because you can appreciate somebody holding open the door for you. You can appreciate somebody kind of lagging back. It's a perfect stranger. And those are things that we find the joy in, because we can be that for someone else, or that's when you get that experience. And what do we feel when we get it? You think of that smile, a jump for joy, the sound of laughter. These are things that are just right here for us, precious gifts that are right in front of us if we take a little time to seek those out. And I know it's a rat race. I'm about my hustle game and making moves. I'll be, you know, on the road shortly today. But the point being is actually for the whole month of June, and that's a good thing. But the point being is, I think it's so important, because if we don't take time to find the joy, and we just steady focus on this long-term goal, you can miss anything. And this is the other part. We don't know. We have a plan of what we want, but life doesn't always respond like that. It doesn't happen like that. And also, too, we do not appreciate how these little moments, as I was saying, lead to the longer lasting happiness that we long for. I want to emphasize that. It's these little moments that lead to the longer thing. Be appreciative of where you at. There's nothing you can't tell me today, respectfully, that you can't say I could find some joy in that. There's nothing you can't tell me in your life, and it could be bad things happening, I'm sure, but if you're within sound of my voice and you can see my, you know, my image, my digital image, there's nothing you can't say that there's something you can find some joy about. And I think it's important that we have to be able to seek those out and appreciate it. Sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. You may have to do it yourself. I always leave you with SPS, Sports Psychology Solutions. What's a solution? Your smile, forcing yourself to find that smile, might be the way you can connect to your joy. Sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy, and you can do that. So today, I just want to continue to encourage individuals that's out here. I got my brother, Ezra Bell, Grand Rising fam, no doubt. The boys got what? Probably like this their last week of school. I know my daughter gets out pretty early, but I know they be wrapping up, man. Grand Rising indeed. Condolences to your family as well. I know you guys suffered a loss to the family. I'm sorry. I want to wish condolences as well. But we got to find the joy. Even in the loss, Ezra, we can think about how much we love. As I look over my shoulder, I look at Mr. Ernest McCoy, my brother Sean Huddleston, my grandmother Madeline Bryant, and how significant all those individuals were in my life, and they're gone. But when I look at each of them, I think of the joy that I had with them and the relationship I had, and for those moments, it's an ease of pain, and I can appreciate them for what it was. My brother Tino, buenos dias, mano. Good morning, brother. Good morning to you, man. I think I'm going to be seeing you pretty soon. I know you, man. Got the Rachel Williams Foundation team camps coming up June 17th and 18th. SPS will be in the building. As we said last week, bro. Yep. Yeah, I know you happy with that. Change your whole morning routine. That's great, man. Appreciate it. You know it, brother. Come on, man. Come on. So with that being said, guys, you got to find the joy in the journey. Think about today, and if it's not your kind of day right now, just think about something in your life that you can find joy in and appreciate that and work on that, and work to have that help you get back to where you want to be. And after all that great information, I want to give proper credit. The information I shared to you was from Brains Magazine, and it was from Kristen Lessing Schnitznerlein. Respectfully, the science of joy and why it is even more important today. And I want to appreciate her contribution, because that's where I got that information from. Hey guys, I'm not going to keep you too much longer. About 10 minutes in on this Monday Motivation. I'm just grateful to have you guys support, and I hope I can be a support to you. Thanks, Lindsay. Need to hear this message. I'm glad, brother. I'm glad that can be something, because life is hard. But life is beautiful too. We call it the beautiful struggle. So I want to thank you guys. I want to wish you guys a great week. We got a lot of great things happening this month for SPS and what's going on. Moneyball Pro-Am will be starting this month, June 25th. It's going to be a very busy, proactive, productive month, and I appreciate you guys and appreciate your support along the way. I want to wish you guys the best. With that being said, this is Lindsay Hells with SPS. See you next time. Peace.